Well, good evening once again. Day 1288 of the Trump administration, leaving exactly 96 days to go until our presidential election. We want to begin a little differently tonight, something that was not the most important development of the day. In fact, it was fleeting and all but overlooked. It came after Barack Obama eulogized his friend John Lewis at Ebenezer Baptist in Atlanta. He was walking away from the pulpit to applause. As he approached his Secret Service agent, he stopped. He kept his distance. He reached for his mask. He put it on, and he continued to walk out. As someone said earlier today, it might have been the most considerate and thus the most presidential moment of the day. Which brings us to the current president. He did not join the three former presidents paying his respects to John Lewis. He did start his day by suggesting on Twitter that we delay our presidential election, which for the record is a power only Congress has and has never invoked. Quoting here, with universal mail-in voting, not absentee voting, which is good, 2020 will be the most inaccurate and fraudulent election in history. It will be a great embarrassment to the USA. Delay the election until people can properly, securely, and safely vote. Again, America has never moved or delayed an election despite civil war, world wars, other crises, and it's not happening this year in the face of a pandemic. But it is worth noting, perhaps, that Trump's post came 16 minutes after devastating new numbers, underscoring the pain the pandemic is having in our nation's economy. We'll get to all that just ahead as well. But this afternoon, the president spent a good bit of time continuing to try to sow doubt about the election, attacking without evidence the integrity of mail-in voting.
Tens of thousands of mail ballots have been tossed out in this year's primaries. What will happen in November? So many years I've been watching elections, and they say the projected winner or the winner of the election. I don't want to see that take place in a week after November 3rd, or a month, or, frankly, with litigation and everything else that can happen, years. I'd love to see voter ID. I also don't want to have to wait for 3 months and then find out that the ballots are all missing. Do I want to see a date change? No. But I don't want to see a crooked election. This election will be the most rigged election in history if that happens.
As PolitiFact notes, and it's incumbent on all of this to keep reporting and repeating this, there is no evidence to support Trump's overall claim that mailed ballots are corrupt. All U.S. states allow qualified voters to vote by absentee ballot, and 5 states, Utah, Colorado, Hawaii, Washington, and Oregon, currently conduct all their elections primarily by mail. And on Capitol Hill, even Trump's most obedient allies today refused to back him up on this one.
Well, never in the history of the country, through wars, depressions, and the Civil War, have we ever not had a federally scheduled election on time. And we'll find a way to do that again this November 3rd.
I understand the president's concern about mail-in voting, which is different than absentee voting. But never in the history of the federal elections have we ever not held an election, and we should go forward with our election. No way should we ever not hold our election on the day that we have it.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.